Okay, then let us discuss. So last time we have discussed, last time means we are talking about the previous year. Okay, the last year I think we have discussed something about the equality.
Yes, sir.
Right. So can you tell me what can be called as the equality? Equal in what terms?
Same.
Huh?
Same. S-A-M-E.
Same. Okay. So when we say the term equality,
subject can be I, we.
it is generally we can say that we gives an opportunity to all the peoples. Right. It may be in the form of any conditions, like it can be in the form of your religions, right? It may be in the forms of your cultures, or in the forms of your living style. It may be your taste, not only on your foods, but also in a dress, the process, okay, the dress that you wear. Okay, so as we can see that we the people have different choices, right? You like something, the others they may like something, right? And the other people they have other interests. Clear? And so generally in different field of works in our country, like when we say India, okay, you know what does it means? Like when we say India, in India we know that we have 28 states, right? We have 28 states, and also we have 9 union territories. Okay, now let's see, like when we say 28 states, even the Arunachal Pradesh where we are living at the moment, okay, this is also a state, right? And the people who lives here, okay, they have different style, in all the forms, right? Like it may be the way we looks, right? Or it may be the dress sense, or it may be the foods that the people they eat, right? The festivals the people they celebrate. Clear? So in every aspects we can see the people are different among their own peoples, right? So we have many tribals in this area, right? So do you think that all the tribals they celebrate the same cultures? Do they have the same cultures? When we say Galo, then we have different cultures for this tribe, right? When we say Nishi, right, for this they have different cultures. When we say Adi, they also have got the different cultures. But with that, we also have different people like the Biharis, right? Then we have got the Bengalis. Here, we live, we can find this type of the people still here in this state, right? And they also have different tastes, right? The way they celebrate the festivals, the way they prepare their food. Here. So generally we can say that India is a vast country. Okay, it's a very vast country because in our country we can find different types of the people. Each state they perform different types. They have different taste. It may be in a field of your crops production, right? It may be in a field of your we can say the dresses or the languages. Okay, so now when we say this term, this term has any connections with our country? Will there will be any connections? This equality is given to whom? The equality is given to the people. As you can see in the picture in your book, you can see the different types of the people. Some people, they are teachers. Some people, they are students. Some people, they are the laborers. Some are the doctors. Some are the police officers. Some are the governments. Right. So each and every people in our country, okay, each and every people in our country, we have the equal rights. Okay, in all the aspects of the point, in every point of the field, we have got the equal rights. Until and unless if we have not been given the equality, or if we have not been treated equally, okay, then that could be a very big problem for the people who are living in our country. Clear? Now you see, India is the only country where we can find like all the forms of religions. Right. We can find the Hindus, we can find the Christians, we can find the Muslims, right? We can find the Sikhs, right? We can find these are the people in all the states, in every part of the states. Clear? And now, for such things, like if all the peoples that have the equal opportunity, that means we are getting the equal rights among the people in our country. That means our rights is not being taken by the other people. Like suppose if I am performing a festival, a Durga Puja, and if a group of community comes and they tries to stop me, then can that be called as the equality? No, right? That is not an equality. Where I have the rights to celebrate the festivals which I am celebrating. Okay, I have got the rights. So if in case if our rights is been taken, if our equality is taken, then what could be the consequences? What could be the results? What can happen? If your rights is been taken, or if my rights is been taken by any community or by any group of the people, then what may happen? There may be a violence. Okay. What can be a violence? Like Bishum Bisham. Right. There could be a fight among the group of the people. And in that, if that happens, that means we are not in the equality forms. That means we are not giving the respect to the other community. Clear? So, in your last year, you also have studied about the democracy, the democratic government. Okay, so we have been discussing about the religions, right? So if our rights has been taken to celebrate our own religions, that means we are not practicing the rights of the equality. That is, we are not giving equal rights to the people, right? Like if I want to speak something, even there, I have got the rights to speak something about any forms, right? If something wrong is going on. Here. So, like, when we say the equality, there has been many problems in those days, that the time when before the independence and even after the independence, where the people, they faced lots of problems. Clear? And when we say the rights, that means generally in India we had a big issue, big problems with our caste system, and also we had an issue with the genders. Okay, now what could be the problem in a gender? There was a huge distinctions or differences between the woman's life and the man's life. Okay, we can say that in those days the men were living a luxurious life. Right? You can see Smile of Lakshman. Right. So in those periods, when we say about the women they have lots of restrictions. Clear? So in that term, can we say that all the citizens of the country were given the equal rights at the time? No. Not the women were not given the equal rights. Even they were not even allowed to go to the schools. Okay, they were not allowed to go to the schools, as well as they were not even allowed, like we can say, they cannot have the proper educations, or they cannot do of their own wills. Yeah. Even for the elections, as today we can see that we all the people in our country, we have got the rights to cast the votes. Right. If a person who is 18 and above, they have the rights. But earlier, the women were not given the rights to cast the votes. Clear? So now you can think, if the women were not given the rights to cast the vote, how equality was served? Can we say that the equality was served? No. Right. So equality means giving equal opportunity to each and every people who lives in our country. That means to all the citizens of the country. Okay. So now, as we can know that all the people, all the citizens of India, like the one who is above 18 years, right, or 18 years, they have the equal rights to cast the vote. It is not about the women's or a man. Clear? Where all the people of our country, they get the equal right. And in other sense, when we say the caste system, we had a big issue with our caste system, where all the peoples, they were not given the equal rights, like from the lower caste family. And in that, we have one more set of example, that is our Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. He was also known as the father of Indian constitutions. Okay. And the time when he was young, when he was a child, okay, during his time, he faced lots of problems. But even after belonging to a Dalit family, to a very lower caste family, he completed his educations and finally he said, and he helped the people of our nations to get the proper rights. Clear? So earlier we could have seen that the people who belong to a lower caste family, they were not even welcome to the different societies. Okay. So if the same thing performs today, what will happen? There could be a big problem for the people, right? There could be a misunderstanding. That means we are not giving equal dignity or respect to the people who belong to the different community. Clear? And this, what our constitutions doesn't accept that. Okay. So what does our constitution says? Our constitution says that we all the people of the country have got the equal opportunities. Not only in the field of your equality, it is also in the speech. There is freedom to speak. Here, in the forms of a religion. Here. And so we have many other equalities which is given to us by the Indian constitutions. Clear? When we say the equality, this comes under Indian constitutions. Okay. Now, if you ask me what is called Indian constitutions, so Indian constitution is a set of, we can say that it's a form of a law that we have for our people in our country. Clear? Understood? So we can say, like when we say the equality in the terms of us, then in a simple term we can say that equality is been enjoyed by all the citizens of our country. Clear?